Rabbi Yitzhak Adlerstein, great to be with you again.
Great to be back.
Yeah, tell us April 13th or into the 14th, what do you believe happened?
I believe that we were all witness to nothing short of a miracle of biblical proportions. I think it's going to take a little while for the full effect of it, for the facts to set in. But it wasn't, hey, the IDF was really successful with the aid of our allies, and Israel survived, even though there was stuff coming in all over the country, literally. 99% of the projectiles coming in, drones and missiles, were shot down. There was minimal property damage and one serious injury in a Bedouin village. Now, how do you account for that? You know, when the Jews left Egypt, Passover, which we're on the verge of, you had the really great Cecil B. DeMille moments, the 10 plagues, the crossing of the Red Sea. But you know, what happened after that? What happened in the aftermath? There were two countries, both had experienced the same thing. They had witnessed the same thing. But the Israelites went on to Sinai to accept the Torah and make a new covenant with God. The Egyptians went right back to where they were before. This is always what happens with miracles. The believer understands that this is the hand of God. And the non-believer finds some way of accounting for it. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We'll kick it down the road a couple of centuries. Somebody will explain it. There's no way to make a believer out of miracles. But for those of us who believe in God's hand in history, how could you not see that this was the hand of God protecting his land? In any kind of conflict, give credit to the IDF, but there's always human error. There are always things that get through. You know, the friendly fire casualties in Gaza have been some of the highest in recorded armed conflict, because we're fighting in urban territory, 20% they feel. But it's not just restricted to Gaza. When you're out there shooting down those things, it's just so easy for 1, 2, 3 to get through, but not a single one. How do you account for that? And that enemies of Israel joined the fight? Yes, they had their political interests. It's true. The Iranians have been trying to unseat the king of Jordan and install a Shiite presence in their country. But still, to have the active assistance of the United States, Great Britain, Saudi Arabia, now yesterday conceded that yes, they were actively helping, and Jordan, that's a small miracle. The bigger miracle is the degree to which Israel was spared. We were all at 2 o'clock in the morning sitting there waiting for the onslaught. And we went down to the bomb shelters. Hey, what are we doing here? Nothing's happening. And a few minutes later, you all clear, we come out and we watch this fireworks show like no 4th of July that I've ever experienced. Just watching those incoming lights take down the missiles that were aimed at us. So, you know, this is my passion right now, to Jew, to non-Jew, to anyone who believes in God and believes that Hinei lo yonum v'lo yishon shomei Yisrael, the God of Israel does not slumber or sleep. That this is what we saw. And it doesn't mean the end of the war. It doesn't mean that God isn't somehow still, who knows what he has in store for us. But you know, even in the midst of tragedy, God has a habit of sending these little notes. I know you can't figure out the bigger picture and what's going on, but I just want to reassure you, I haven't gone anyplace. I'm still with you. That's what we lived through.